Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Grimdark Australia, and today we're going to be going through the Deathwing. I've already taken the liberty of priming this model in Stynel Res Black, and then after that we're going to be going and giving this a base coat of Vallejo's Charred Brown. Now after you're done with that charred brown, the next thing you're going to want to do is take your first highlighting colour, which is going to be Vallejo's Bone White. We're going to try and do this in a more zenithal approach and leave our charred brown in the deepest recesses of the armour. So as you can see, I'm leaving the charred brown on the inside of the leg pauldrons there just to help create an extra depth of shadows. So that's it for our power armor. After that we're going to be paying attention to our hooded heads for these Deathwing Knights. We're going to prime these out in Stynel Res Black. Once that's done, we're going to be coming in with Citadel's Bugman's Glow. We're just going to be hitting that directly on the face, and we're not going to go much brighter than that. So once you've got the Bugman's Glow dried out, we're going to come back in with a little bit of Cadian Flesh Tone, and we're just going to hit it in a zenithal highlight, directly trying to hit the chins. So now we're going to go and base out those hoods with some Citadel's Caliban's Green. Now I just wanted to touch base on why we aren't doing too much more highlighting to the faces under these hoods. The reason behind that is because we're going to be coming through with a unifying wash colour. And what that will achieve for us is we'll be forcing a shadow underneath the hoods. So when you look at it from the right point of view, it looks like a dark and ominous face. If you look at it from eye height, or if you get down on level with the miniature, you're gonna see a similar look, but you will see a few details out of the chin and the lips. So once all our white power armor has had enough time to cure out, we're going to be coming through with our sponge chipping technique. This we're going to be using Rhinox hide. Now I just want to touch base on a couple of tips for this technique. When you apply the paint to the sponge, make sure that you wipe that sponge on a piece of paper towel and take off almost maybe 75 to 80% of that paint. Now as you can see here, I'm using a pair of tweezers to control that sponge when I dab it to the model. This is to help prevent any sliding or pulling of the sponge when you just use your fingers. The thing with this technique is you really need to do it to flavour. If you really like chipping and want to have a more weathered appearance, do more chipping. If you want to have a little bit more of a cleaner armour, I would suggest just doing a few select areas, like underneath the leg greaves and on the fists and things like that. Now once that Rhinox hide's had enough time to cure out, we're going to be making a 50-50 mix of Abteilung 502's smoke and some white spirits, turning it into a wash consistency and just slapping this all over the model. Now the reason I chose to use smoke over another colour like burnt umber or bitume is because the smoke gives a colder coloured appearance and tone to the white armour. If you want to go for a warmer colour, you can definitely go in with a burnt umber or bitume instead. So once we've done all that, we're going to be coming back in with a Q-tip soaked in white spirits. Now we're going to begin dabbing away at our power armour and pulling away the oil from the outermost parts, leaving the pigments in the recesses. Now as you can see on the shield here, I'm trying not to pull too much away from the inner part of the shield. I'm trying to maintain a smooth transition from the dark shadowed areas to the outermost parts. And we're essentially going to follow that principle across the entirety of the model. Now I'm coming back in with a clean Q-tip with no mineral spirits this time, and what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit more. This Q-tip is going to help me really pull away some of that oil paint away from the outermost surfaces and really bring that white back to the top. So once you're happy with where your power armor's at, we're going to be going in with some Abtalon 502's turquoise lights. We're going to mix this down to a 50-50 ratio with some white spirits and then apply this to anywhere where we've left any brass colours on the model. Thought I also might add that this is purely for visual interest and to flavour. If this isn't for you, then you don't have to do it. So once you've got to a point where you're happy with your turquoise lights, we're going to be coming in with a Q-tip loaded up with mineral spirits again, and we're just going to be dabbing away and pulling some of that blue away from the brass. So after you've gone and done that, guys, that's going to be our Deathwing Knight tutorial complete. The rest of it you can do to flavour and pick out a few little colours yourselves. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you have any further questions, drop me a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.